Welcome to decimals. Remember the number line, with zero in the middle, and to the right you have positive numbers, and to the left you have negative numbers. You remember. Anyway, decimals have a pattern too, similar to the number line, where you had like something in the middle and some numbers over here and some numbers over here. Well, instead of zero being in the middle, we're going to have a dot, or period, or a decimal, or point, whatever you want to call this thing here. But it's really small. This. You still have numbers to the right, like these, and you can still have numbers to the left, like these. And there you have it. Ta-da! A decimal. So what makes this a decimal exactly? This guy. And he gets called all sorts of names. Weh. Like and, dot, period, point, decimal. Like really mean stuff. But we don't really care about saying dot or period, so let's get rid of those. And we're just going to talk about and, point, and decimal. Starting with decimal. How many of these numbers are decimals? Well, these ones are, and these ones aren't. The blue ones are not, like 12, 10, and 136. They are not decimals because they don't have this. They don't have that little dot. See? Not there. So is 25 a decimal? No, it doesn't have a dot. Is 25.1 a decimal? Yes, because it has a dot. So that's that. Let's talk about these now. Point versus and. We really only use these when we're naming the decimal. So let's go ahead and start naming it using the point method. Here's a decimal. Naming a decimal using the point method. Here are the steps. Say this entire number, then we're going to say point, then we're going to say these numbers individually. So here we go. This entire number is 153. When we say point, then we're going to say 2178. So there you have it, 153.2178. That's it. Easy, right? So how about this one? Say this entire number, say point, these individually. So we got 10.58. So how would you type 231.7055? So here we have 231.7055. So how about this one? How would you type 152.0013? Like this. All right, so we're done with the point method. Now let's talk about the and method. This is the hard part. In order to understand this part, we need to understand place values. So let's look at this really long decimal. If we're using, the point method to name it, we're going to say 12,456.78901. This is a lot, but if we're using the and method, it gets worse. But we have to know place values first. So here we go. In the middle, let's start here. We have 6 in the ones place. We're going to, include the decimal here in the ones place. So this is in the middle. If we go left from here, from the ones place, we get other place values that you probably know: tens place, hundreds place, thousands place, 10,000s place, and so on. If we go to the right from here, we get the tenths place, the hundredths place, the thousandths, 10,000ths, and 100,000ths, and so on. Did you see that? Did you see that pattern? Well, let's look again. Starting in the middle, then going out. We have the ones place in the middle, and going out from there, we have the tens and the tenths place. You can see here, this is the pattern I'm talking about. THS. We have hundreds versus hundredths, thousands versus thousandths, and keep going and so on. So that's how this pattern comes about from the ones place in the middle. Now that we know the place values, we can name decimals using the and method. Let's put our place values back. Starting with the ones in the middle and then going out, here are our place values. Let's start easy with this decimal. With the point method, normally we would say 2.5. Pretty easy. The and method is sort of the same. Here are the steps. Say this entire number on this side. Now, instead of saying point, we'll say and. Then we're going to say the entire number on this side. And then we're going to say the very last number's place value. So here's what I mean here. We're going to say that entire number on the left is 2. In the middle, we have and. The entire number on the right is 5. And the 5 is in the tenths place. So our final answer is 2 and 5/10. Written in English, 2 and 5/10. But let's keep it this way because it's easier and shorter. How about this one? We're going to say this entire number. In the middle, we'll say and. Say this entire number over here, and then say the last number's place value. So this entire number is 21, and is in the middle. The entire number over here is 3, and then this last number is in the hundredths place. So we have 21 and 3/100ths. Try this one. Here are the rules. So the entire number on the left is 12. Then we're going to say and. The entire number on the right is 26. Then the last number is in the hundredths place. So we have our final answer of 12 and 26/100ths. So 12 is on the left and 26 on the right, and then the 6 is in the hundredths place. That's how you use the and method. This will definitely help with the IXL assignment D1 in 7th grade math, as well as the ACELS decimals assignments. If you want or need to rewatch the video, slow it down, pause, and review it again, you can find this decimals help video in Google Classroom in the classwork section with the other help videos.